2026 trade north time. What the hell? They started in. Let me show them how it's done. Ready? Let's go.
Welcome everybody to night.
Disconnected.
Yes, I got my socks on. Hello, Bob. How you doing? How you doing there, my friend?
Is about to hit the United States. And if you look at them, it literally looks like half the country.
I hope everybody. That's good. That's good. I welcome everybody. You know, you all great people on here. And you know, I appreciate everybody who come on here. You know, cause you're all it's family. You all family. And what? What are you doing, Margaret?
But it didn't work. Manuel Jackson, until the night of 1889.
Hello, Ducky. Welcome back, my friend. What, Margaret? Go take a cold shower. You need to go take a cold shower and cool down. And I wonder if my granddaughter Beatles going to be in here. Hey, Beatles. Hey, that's a great video you put on there tonight. I'm proud of my granddaughter Beatles. She's going to be an artist. God gave her a special talent to draw. Because when I was young, I could draw worth a plug nickel. You know, we had art in elementary school, junior high, and I think in high school. She got me beat. She draws better than I do. I'm proud of her. And I'm hoping it snows because I don't want to make that trip over to Louisville, Kentucky tomorrow. It's out there by Bowman's Field, out by Norton's Hospital, somewhere in that area. You know, small towns like Charlestown, Salisbury, Henryville, Underwood, Borden, Otisco, New Washington, small towns is not bad. You get in those big towns where traffic can drive you up a wall, Louisville, Clarksville, Jeff, and New Albany, Indiana. It's like you're driving in New York. You got crazy people out there driving, and I just don't like all that traffic. When I was young, I didn't mind that traffic, but you get older and you just don't like it driving anymore. I just don't like it. My nerves is not good like your younger people. I'm still getting jumped on by my daughter, and because she thinks she's in timeout. She's not in timeout. You can only put a person in timeout for 24 hours is the highest one you can go. You can't put it in timeout more than 24 hours. And she's kind of getting on me. I look up in Google how to unblock somebody from YouTube on your cell phone. And it shows I don't have anybody blocked. And since my computer is dead, I know where to go on my computer. And I guess I caught the number one moderator, because number two is your standard moderator. Number one moderator is just like me. I don't know if number one moderator can go in on their computer if they're in the chat on my channel. I don't know if they can unblock her or not. It's Gina Rowley, GINARILEL Rowley. Either 19 or 16, but I can't do it on my cell phone. Okay, Ducky, thank you for stopping by. You people welcome here anytime. You all welcome anytime. And since this is 8 minutes into the video, I want you all to thank a nurse for their service. The next time you go visit somebody in the hospital, or you go in the ER, thank a nurse for their service. Because it takes a nurse, a very special nurse, to work in a hospital, work in the ER, the ICU, critical care, trauma, burn unit, and take care of those little babies. It takes a very special person to do that. You see the patients before the doctor does. And I appreciate your nurses. And, that is very good, people. I'm very proud of you. And it's 20s outside. I saw a raccoon outside before I came live. Usually when it's cold, people, this time of year, raccoons is hibernating. They're sleeping for the wintertime. And I was watching The Expert a while ago on YouTube. He was showing videos of, I guess, live stream of Nancy Guthrie. I don't know if they found her or what, but they're down there at her property. It probably will be on the news later, I would say. But she's been missing about 3 or 4 weeks. Hello, Michael. Welcome back, my friend. It's been 3 to 4 weeks since she's been kidnapped. And to me, I figure she's dead. You know, I'm hoping she's not dead. And they found some blood from the first night. It was her blood and somebody else's blood. Plus, I think she's taking medicine. You know, but why does somebody want to kidnap an old woman? That old woman never hurt anybody. And her daughter works for Today Show. Whoever watched Today Show, you know who I'm talking about. Her daughter is a hostess on Today Show. And I look at my bird feeder before it got dark outside. It's down about maybe a half inch is what the birds eat in the last 24 hours. And I want to thank you young people that has helped me out. Help us old people out. Understand about computers, cell phone, what to talk about on YouTube, how to start a YouTube channel. And you younger people that like me, you ask me what kind of computer you want, what do you want to do with, you know, YouTube, edit, you know, share. You all talk to me about StreamYard, which I have used StreamYard. And you ask me all these questions when I want in a computer. I appreciate what you all told us old people over the last year. That's how come I chose an HP laptop from Amazon, and they had one just like I wanted. Height of hard drive, good graphics card. I can't remember what the graphics card is, and 16. I think it's 16 gigs of RAM or something. You know, us old people, we can't do anything without you younger people educating us. Hello, official. How you doing? And I love the way you help us out. Lordy, 17 inches? Lordy. Man, if I get over 3 inches of snow, I can't get out of my driveway. You know, I can back up out of my driveway, but I got a 2011 Toyota. You know how low they sit close to the ground. If I get 3 inches of snow, that old 709, you know, if it wasn't for somebody back on February the 1st, coming from Salem, Indiana, with a side-by-side Yamaha with a snow blade on it, I've still been stuck in my driveway. People, I wish, hello 709, I wish I had the money, you know, get a Jeep, you know, 4-wheel drive. I like to have a Jeep pickup truck. Because you always need a pickup truck because you always want to haul something. Wood, plywood, stuff like that. Or take your aluminum to the recycle place. You know, it's hard to do with a car. With a 4-wheel drive, that means I might get out a little bit more and show you more of how the county roads is around here. But when it snows, people, I don't know the people in the United States that get snow and live out in the country. Do your county road department, do they put cinders down instead of salt? That's what the county does around here. They put cinders down. Maybe they do put salt down. That's like on hills, curves, you know, stuff like that. Going down hills, up hills, they do put salt. That's what they do around here. And any of you people that likes to watch Prince, Prince is on TV on the channel they call Bounce. You know, Bounce. If you like Prince, they showing Prince on TV right now. And I like to watch Prince. And I appreciate you. But I wish I had a computer, people. Because I know where to go on a computer to unblock people. Cell phone, you got your studio and you got 3 apps to go with your YouTube. And I did save a screenshot. I didn't have nobody blocked. And I know on a computer, it would show me that there are people blocked. Hello, universe, Charles. Hey, 709, how far you away from St. John? 50 miles, 100 miles? How far? I know St. John's is east of you. You know, they showed, I guess it was on the news, I guess. They showed in Canada, they had the dump trucks. Then they had tow trucks that moved some of the cars. They had those snow blowers blowing the snow into the trailers of those big trucks, you know, hauling the snow away and dumping it places. Hello, Universal Dude Charles. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. You all, anybody, Lord, if I get in that one video you done, 709, where you was walking your dog maybe a couple of weeks ago, I think, it looked like it had 24 inches. I think in the same video, I believe, you was on your porch and you showed your neighbor using a snowblower. It looked like he had about 24 inches. You know, that's too much snow for me, people. It wouldn't be that much to me if I had a four-wheel drive and a snowblower or a tractor with a blade on it where I could push the snow. There's no way I could get out in an automobile or SUV unless it be all-wheel drive. But, you know, people said, well, go to Facebook, the marketplace, and you can see some pickup trucks, four-wheel drives, and Jeeps, four-wheel drives, which all Jeeps is four-wheel drive. I get to thinking, with my income and the four-wheel drive portion of it breaks down, do I have the money to fix it? The answer is no. That's how come, people, I would like to have a new four-wheel drive pickup truck. You know, like a Jeep. And then I could get out. But also, people, if I had a four-wheel drive Jeep, I would contact the local hospital. See if any doctors, nurses, people like that would need a ride to work. You know, that's what I would do if I had a four-wheel drive Jeep. You know, at nighttime, I wouldn't want to get out when it's dark because the sun's not out. And besides that, you reduce your speed. If it's 35, you do about 10 to 15 miles an hour. You go slow for safety. You younger people. You really reduce your speed when it's snowing and raining. And you might see blacktop, and they call what they call black ice. It could be ice on blacktop. That's what they call black ice for your younger people. I will be. Thank you, my friend. You would be a big YouTuber too. Don't give up. You people, don't give up on your dreams if you're young or old. Like me, I'm old. I'm 71 plus years old. Us old people, we bored. We got nothing to do. With our age, we can pass on what we know to you younger people. That's what I'm doing, trying to teach you all younger people. Just like your mom and dad or grandparents have taught you. That's what, I don't want you younger people to give up on your dreams. You younger people, you can do a video about your mom cooking. Or if you live out on the farm, you can do videos out on the farm, milking the cows, feeding the chickens, stuff like that. I don't want you to give up on your dreams. And I tried to educate you younger people. It's the dating age. Wait until you're 25, 28 years old to start a family. Because I want you to get your education out of the way. I want you to follow your dreams. I tried to teach you. I know some of you ain't going to listen because you got your mind made up. You younger people, the girls and the younger boys, remember, your dad and your mom was your age at one time. They know every trick in the book. How to sneak out of the house, how to do this. And your dad knows every trick in the book, just like your mom do. Don't say, Mom, Dad, you don't know what you're talking about. Just remember, they was your age. When you get married, you all gonna have kids, and they're gonna say the same thing to you. I want you to respect people. Be polite. Help them out. Just like if you go to Walmart or to a mall or a grocery store, you see some old people. You tell them, hello, young man. Hello, young lady. People, they appreciate it. I've done that one time. I did it last year in 25. And came out of Walmart in Scottsburg. This lady could have been my age, or maybe a little bit older. I said, hello, young lady. How's your day going? She smiled, came up, and gave me a big hug. I about fell over. I wasn't expecting that. I made her day. Because you respect older people. Because one day you're going to be old. Leave the alcohol alone. Leave the drugs alone. Stay in school. Listen to your parents. Please do that. Make something out of yourself. You're not stupid. Don't give any information on any media that you belong to. Games. Don't send pictures to anybody. Cause them pictures will end up you don't know where. You know, thank you, Universal Charles. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that for you being respectful of us old people. That means your mom and dad and grandparents has raised you right. It helps to be nice to people because if you want to get treated nice, you treat people nice. And I don't know if you believe in God or what. Put your faith in the God because God will help you out. You know, if I didn't have faith in God 10 weeks ago, if you go back and look at my videos, I don't know how long, it was 10 plus weeks ago. I showed you where I fell off of my porch backwards, and it was my stupid fault. You know, I should have knew better. But having faith in the God, I didn't break any bones or concussion. I was lucky. I was lucky because God was watching over me. I know there's people out there that don't believe in God, but if I didn't believe in God, I probably could have been dead or concussion. Like this thumb here, all I did to this thumb when I fell backwards off my porch was I sprung it and had to put a pack on it. You know, I was lucky. You know, there's billions and billions of people on this planet, and God is only one person, and Jesus is one person. And it's going to take a while for God and Jesus and Muhammad and all that to answer your prayers. You know, it's going to take time. But don't give up because God has not gave up on you. He's still reaching his hand down there trying to help you. Just be nice. Be polite. Be helpful. Don't be a bully to kids in school or bully to the middle people or the old people. Be polite. That's all your mom and dad and God, aunts and uncles want you to do. They want you to be nice to people. 'Cause it'll pay in the long run. It's up to you younger people to help us old people out and your parents and your grandparents. And, you know, because you're all very smart. You probably do essays in school. I guess they still do essays in school. And it's up to you. You all see, because some of you wants to go to college or a trade school. You don't have the money or student loans you're going to have to pay back. If you like to fly jets or helicopters or want to be a lawyer or a nurse or MP or something like that, or, you know, you can go into the military and you get it in writing, that's just some ideas. If you all want thinking about college and your family don't have the money, and that's something to look into. You might, like I said, you might want to be a lawyer. You go in the military. I know you all seen the TV show JAG, or maybe you want to become an MP and be an NCIS agent or FBI agent or Secret Service or stuff like that. I'm just giving you all ideas, just like you give me ideas what to talk about on my YouTube channel. And also, I agree with you there. I pray that we get some snow tonight because I don't want to go to Kentucky tomorrow. At least 3 inches of snow because that'll keep me from going over to Louisville, Kentucky, out by Norton's Hospital, which is out there around Bowman Field. I just don't want to go over there tomorrow. I hate driving in Louisville. It's just like driving in Chicago, New York City, the Bronx, Brooklyn. My nerves can't take that driving. Small towns, it's not bad. And I just want you younger people, don't give up. I know I'm repeating myself, but I don't want you to give up on your dreams. You might want to be an artist like my granddaughter, Beatles. Her drawings is pretty good. She's better than what I was in school. God gave her a special gift. And your younger people, you can go to my granddaughter's YouTube channel. It's Beatles, N7K or something like that. And she's a pretty smart kid who also believes in God. See, what did I have for supper tonight? I had some Braunschweiger. I'll probably go in there and fix me something like macaroni and cheese or something, maybe. And your ladies out there who gets abused by their mate, it's not your fault. And I've seen people, I've been around people, the man said, "Oh, I'm sorry." I won't do it again. You know, they always say that. Then you end up getting smacked again by your husband or boyfriend. It's not your fault. Make sure, your ladies, that you do report that to the police department where you have a record of it. Bye, my friend. Welcome. Salute to you and your family. You have a great Tuesday. What you have to do tomorrow. Be smart. Help out kids. It's in your class. You know, some kids might not be as smart as you. They're not dumb, they're not stupid, they're just slow. Help them out, because one day the person you all help out might get to be rich one day or somebody important. They're not going to forget you for helping them while they was in school or in your neighborhood if you help old people out shoveling snow or check on cut the grass. You know, they're not going to forget you. And you might get some good rewards one day. And you younger people, you know your mom and dad. Don't put them in a nursing home or a retirement home. They're your parents. They took care of you all when you was young. And like my mother, she had it in her will that she stay at home and die in her home. But my a-hole brother decided to put her in a nursing home where she died. She could be with her kitty cats that we had. Half of them was mine, half of them was her. You know, just think what your parents have done for you over the years. Teach you from right and wrong. Teach you how to do this and that. Please don't put your parents in a nursing home. I would kill my kids if they put me in a nursing home. I would die without my kitty cats. I would die because you can't take kitty cats to a nursing home. Or you can't sit out in the chair in the summertime like I do. Talk to the kitty cats. Talk to the birds. Talk to the raccoons. The deer. I couldn't do that if you was in a nursing home. No matter how bad your parents or grandparents be, keep them at home. No matter if they forget things, Alzheimer's or dementia. You know, I don't like it. I know what my mother went through. And Foxy Lady, when I met her back at 78, she was working in a nursing home. She worked in a nursing home when she was in high school. The nursing home that she was working is where my mother was, which I'm not going to mention what nursing home it is. Hello, Tito. How you doing? Welcome being on here tonight. Welcome. T2 Rito 151. How you doing tonight? And you younger people, don't give up on your YouTube channel. If you look how many subscribers I got, I've been doing live stream a year and 2 months to get where I'm at. Some people can get their 1,000 subscribers, the 4,000 watch hours in 30 days. But the way I run my YouTube channel, I'm working for it. I'm working on getting my 4,000 watch hours, my 1,000 subscribers, where I get super chats. You know, I can use the extra money. And I will use that money to fix my house up, put a new roof on my house, buy a riding lawnmower. And one thing, people, I've seen on YouTube channels, charging a membership. I'm not going to charge a membership. I could use the money. But the way my YouTube is and my content, I don't want to charge you all for memberships. You know, if I had good content like the other YouTubers, then I might charge a membership fee. But the way I'm going right now, I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. It could change in the future, but right now I'm not going to charge any membership once I get monetized. I don't think it's right. There's people, you know, are charging memberships who've been on YouTube a lot longer than me. They got good content. There's a couple YouTube channels that I watch. And it upsets me. When I want to see, you got to pay to watch it. I'm not going to pay to watch something. Because I don't have the extra money just like your people. But one day I'll be somebody here on YouTube. I'll be at the right place and the right time and have a great video. All it takes is one video that you're in the right place at the right time, just like your younger people. You'll be at the right place and the right time. It could be a bad car wreck or a bad police officer or house fire or business fire. You be at the right place at the right time. You know, don't give up on your YouTube. There's times that I want to give up, but thanks to you people here on YouTube, my family. And you keep me going. Because you care about people and family. And I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate what you all do for me. Come up here and listen, help us old people out, explain computers, cell phones, give us old people ideas what to use for content. And all the other countries, Canada, UK, all your places. You come in here, you give me some more education. I've learned more on my YouTube channel that I forgot about Canada. Thanks to all my people on here from Canada, I've learned quite a bit about Canada. I've learned quite a bit about UK, all the different provinces and cities in the UK. I really appreciate that. In other countries like Russia, India, China, I appreciate you people coming in here. You give this old man an education that I forgot since I was in school. We got people from Mexico in here. We got some from prison, it's in here. And those people that's in prison, they're trying to change. And I appreciate those people that comes in here from prison. God says they need a second chance. You know. I remember people back in my younger days, they used to show this on TV. They used to have the young kids. I forget what state that done this. They would have kids go to prison. And the inmates would talk to you all and tell you how prison it is. And they get downright mean. You know, they want you all to stay out of prison. And I'm hoping by you people that watch me here on my YouTube channel learn something. I don't want you kids, you know, the young kids, the old kids, and the grown-ups to get in trouble. Because I wasn't perfect, people, when I was a teenager. I wasn't perfect. I admit it. You know, I wasn't perfect. I drank alcohol. I smoked marijuana, blotter acid. I done things that I'm ashamed of. You know, but you younger people is very smart. You're very smart people. You're smart with computers. You your younger people help us old people about computers. And we appreciate how your dad and mom or your guardian has raised you. I really appreciate that. Before your kids goes to bed, tell your mom and dad or guardian that you love them before they go to sleep. Tell them how you love them before they go to work. Because they can get in a car wreck or drive-by shooting, or they could die in their sleep. Always tell your loved ones that you love them. The same thing your parents. Tell your kids you love them before they go to bed at night. The way it looks, people, I'm going to be on here about an hour, it looks like. It's only about 4 minutes away from an hour. And I appreciate you all. And your ladies that's on here. You foxy ladies. I'm proud of all of you people. Follow your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. And thank a nurse for their service. The next time you go visit somebody in the hospital or a nursing home or a doctor's office, thank a nurse for their service. Because a nurse spends more time with you and a doctor does. You can always tell a nurse how you feel, and they put it in the paperwork where the doctor looks at it. See? So thank a nurse for their service, your men and ladies. Thank a nurse for their service. It takes a very, very special person to be a nurse. Some of them nurses goes on more education to be a nurse practitioner. That's more schooling. They're kind of like a doctor. But they work under a doctor. They do here in Indiana. But please, people, stay in school, trade school. Don't give up on your dreams. Help people out. Be respectful. Be kind. You all got people, old people, in your neighborhood. See if they need anything. If they got snow, clean their driveway off, or take the garbage out, or, help them out. Because that's what God wants you to do, people. Don't abuse anybody. Don't abuse your mate. Be polite. Be respectful. That's Pepsi Zero. See, here's Pepsi Zero. I dump it in my glass on ice. Maybe one day Pepsi Zero will be a sponsor one day. I don't know when. And I like to see people, maybe Kubota tractor, you know, a zero turn or a Kubota tractor with a quick connect on the front bucket and a backhoe and a grappling hook, stuff like that. You know, maybe one day I get a sponsor like Kubota. And maybe one day I would get somebody like Elon Musk on Starlink. Because I like to have Starlink, but with my income, I can't afford it. That way, I can tell you if I had Starlink, tell you how the internet is. I think you can get TV and telephone, but all I want is internet. But I just can't afford it. The way I understand Starlink, they got different plans. And since I'm on doing YouTube, I would have to have unlimited data. But maybe somebody that knows Elon Musk could work out a deal that and be a sponsor of my YouTube channel. That's what I'm hoping one day. And Kubota tractor one day. And like a Jeep pickup truck one day as a sponsor. And Pepsi Zero as a sponsor. Maybe some cat food company like Multiple Cats. I forget who makes it. Maybe it's country something. I forget who makes it. It comes in 44-pound bags. People, you can go to Tractor Supply and look on their webpage. See Multiple Cats. It's in a white bag. It's 44-pound bag of cat food. You know, I would need about 4 bags of that 44-pound bag of Multiple Cat food. I think you can only get that at Tractor Supply. You know, outside cats usually get 2 cups, you know, those fast food large cups that you get at the fast food places. They usually get 2 cups of that in the morning time. And if it's all gone by supper time, I usually put a cup outside at supper time. You know, a half a cup to a cup, usually what I do for supper time. You know, that's who I would like to have for sponsors. And I've asked you all in other videos in the past week. Some of you said, no, I shouldn't take an ex-wife back. You know. But I tell you, I would take an ex-wife back, but I ain't going to get married again. I won't do that. You could come here and spend maybe a night with me. Because I know Foxy Lady. I know how she is on housework. She would kick my butt if she sees how dirty my house is. Especially the outside. Because of my medical condition, people, there's not things things that I can't do. But I try my best. When it comes springtime, I'm going to Walmart, get me some rose bushes. Because I like rose bushes. Hello, Joanne. If I walk away, job, I never go back. Same. Yeah, you're right, Joanne. You're right. There was a reason. There is a reason. Some of it was my fault. Some of it was about 50-50. Nobody's perfect. People, they do cheat on each other. They do cheat. You're right there too, 709. You're right. I'm doing little by little, trying to clean the living room up, take out my trash. I'm trying, I'm trying my best, people. Cause my mom would kick my butt. My mom would kick my butt. And cause my mom telling me when I'm sleeping, you might think I'm crazy. She telling me, said, Tom, I raised you better than that. And she telling me what my a-hole brother did to me is wrong, but she's taking care of my brother in her way. I'm trying to remember, did I take my medicine today? No. I guess I take my medicine when I get off of here. Make sure my temperature is sitting on 69 degrees. But, your electric company, or is that just me, people? You keep it on 69 degrees. It's supposed to help you save on your electric bill. But I'm figuring you keep it at 69 degrees, it's 20 to 30 degrees outside. It seems like your furnace or your heater is running more. That's what I'm thinking, like you're fighting a losing battle. But I remember over 8 years ago, they had like kind of like a solar panel you can stick in your window. You know, 70, 71 is not too bad. But at night, I like it cool. Sometimes at 70, 71, it gets hot in this house because this house was built in the 40s and it's been remodeled and it's well insulated. It gets hot in here around 70, 71 degrees. It gets hot. What, Margaret? It gets hot in here. When it gets hot, if it gets hot, I can't breathe. I can't sleep. When it's cool, I can sleep like a baby. Summertime is not too bad. I got too many trees. And it protects my house from the sun in the summertime. It don't really it keeps it cool in the house. Like, when I cut grass in the summertime, if I had a riding lawnmower or a zero turn, I'd be out there cutting the grass when it's 80, 90 degrees. With a push mower, I got to do it in the morning time. I only cut grass for 10 minutes. I have to stop. Then the next day, I cut 10 minutes and I stop. Because my health won't let me do it. A riding lawnmower or a zero turn, I can cut the whole thing and wash the deck out with water and put it away and come back in, and I don't have to cut it until the next week. And I appreciate you people on here. Like I said, people, I gotta make a road trip tomorrow. Going over to Louisville, Kentucky, out there by Bowman Field. That's where the Norton's Hospital is, out there by Bowman Field somewhere. And I just don't like the traffic. And just pray for me, people, tomorrow, that nothing happens when I take that road trip. And since well, the weather here right now, it's probably 20, 28 degrees, I think. Let me check my phone. It's 25 degrees, what it says on my phone. It's 25 degrees outside. And I look out the living room window onto the porch. I got maybe 6 to 10 cats in that big dog cage with a heat lamp, insulation around it to keep them warm. running that heat light bulb, that's only about $5 more a month on the electric bill. But they all get in there, the mothers, brothers, cousins, they all get in there. They snuggle up to each other. Oh my goodness. That's a whole lot of snow. That's too much snow for me. You know, that's too much snow. See, I couldn't get out of my driveway with 24 inch, 2 feet. That's what, hey Jacob, that's a pretty nice video that 709 put on there the other day of that music. That person is a great person that 709 showed. I don't know if I could do something like that because of copyright music. You know, I believe I would get in trouble. But every country got different rules on music. Oh, I'm gonna check my sugar. It's 156 is what it says, which to me, it's okay. My highest today was 214. I try to check it when I first get up, but I guess I didn't check it this morning when I first got up. But people thank a nurse for the service they do. And alpaca, that kind of nice alpaca is. Don't they spit on you when you get too close to them? Some of the ones I've been around, they like to spit on you. And I don't like them animals spitting on me. But I heard that's natural for them alpacas to spit on you when you get close to them. ain't been around a pack of in probably 8 years. You know. But I think they're cute animals. To me, they're cute. And you know, those animals, packer, goat, sheep, they're part of God. You know, those is God animals. I sit here when I'm awake, look out my picture window from my bed. I look at the birds, and I watched this one bird today. That's the first time it happened. That won't be the last time the idiot do that. He left the bird feeder. He hit the window. If he went towards the north, he wouldn't hit the window. But when he left the bird feeder, he went south and hit the window. Probably knocked him for a loop. Because Alexi, the baby kitty cat in here, she's over a year old. She heard that. She started looking like, what's that idiot doing? I guarantee you, people, we're going to have to start doing like the Amish people, a horse and buggy. That's what we're going to have to do. Get a horse and a buggy, like the Amish. That's how they get along, unless somebody who has a car or a pickup truck and take them places. But most, they have a horse and a buggy. And they use a wood stove to cook their food on and keep their house warm. And also, you all see these little oil lamps or kerosene lamps. That's their light they use. And they do put a little heat in the house. But I wouldn't know where I put one in here without my kitty cats knocking it off. You know, that put a little extra heat in the house. But there's videos, you can find it on YouTube, about Amish people, that people shows how they heat their house. And it's nice. They can their food. They grow their food and they can it. That's what my mom and dad and grandparents did. They grow their food in the garden and they can their food. And that's what you ate instead of going to the grocery store. If you live out in the country, you have your chickens and you have your fresh eggs, which is better than what you get in the grocery store. And some of you people probably don't know this, but your chickens and rooster likes watermelon, cantaloupe, tomatoes, stuff like that, grapes. You know, you can feed your chicken stuff like that. Because my chicken, how long have you have a sling? Very funny, very funny. SDMH, you only got 14 subscribers. Don't give up on your YouTube channel. I see this one video that you're showing there, showing Bruce Lee how to kick. I grew up watching Bruce Lee. I grew up watching Bruce Lee movies. He put out a little book, little thin paperback book. I think mine was maybe red and white. He showed all his karate moves. I like Bruce Lee. I think the only ones left in Bruce Lee's family, I believe, is his daughter. I think his son was killed too, just like Bruce Lee. I can't remember. I know, that's true. That's true. But people, I tell you something, that way you won't ask it. Don't ask to be a moderator, because that'll turn me off. I choose my moderators on their videos, how they run their videos, their people comments. I choose by watching people's videos. I promote one person from a standard moderator. I promoted this person from a standard moderator to number one moderator. I guess that's manager position. Since they have shown me they believe in the same thing as me. And I appreciate my moderators. Like I say, people, Jacob, my grandson, and 709, they're in Canada. And RM, he's in Canada. I got a whole lot of people on here from Canada and the UK. And I got some from India and China and Russia. I got them all over the planet. And I love watching those videos that they put out. Some of them believe in what I believe in. And you have to be over 18 to be a moderator. But some of your new people, it's on here. I got some young moderators that knows all the terms where an old man like me might not know what you're talking about. Oh, I like to see them goats, Joanne. They might take off running all once they fall over, like they pass out or drink too much. I love watching those goats, but I'd be scared. They were scared me, I believe, because I thought I might done something to them that made them fall over dead. But there's ghost people. If you don't know things about ghosts, that'll take off running and all once they fall over like they're dead. I love watching them. They put on a good show. Those videos that I watched today where a dog or a cat will bring in a baby panther. Okay, I will. There's pets that bring in panthers, tigers, lions, bears, take care of them. Or foxes and coyotes. I've seen some videos of coyotes that come up and grab a person's pants leg and take him to rescue baby coyotes, same as panthers or tigers. I've seen videos, say a black panther, if they have a white panther, which is rare, they disown them, because they're not black. I've seen videos like that, and, if it's a kitty cat that finds them or a dog, they would protect the animals and protect the family who finds them. I saw a video tonight. A panther was in the house protecting a baby. And the panther wasn't hurting the baby. He protected the baby because a snake got underneath the baby's bed. But they still wild animals, people. You're right there, Joanne. You're very right. And people, if you got pets in the house, maybe a dog or a cat, parakeet, if they change a little bit, there could be they smell something in the house, or they smell something bad about you, maybe might have cancer or gallbladder, or you're pregnant. Your animals let you know when there's something wrong. You might think your dog or cat is crazy and you want to call animal control. But there's a reason your animal's acting strange in the house. That's my opinion, Oh, what am I sitting on? And, respect your animals. Listen to your animals. Cats, dog, parakeets, or whatever you got. They'll let you know if there's something wrong. They can smell stuff that you and me can't smell. Like I say, one video, this dog was acting funny. And his master, I guess, he had problems smelling. And the dog found, I guess, a gas leak in the house. The house blew up. They got out of the house, but the dog died. But the dog gave its life to protect their master. I don't care what kind of pet you got in your house. Pay attention to them. They let you know if there's something wrong. Or you ladies, you got a cat or a dog and your boyfriend comes over. Your dog would know there might be something wrong. Right? Yeah, they could be jealous. But your dog or cat, whatever kind of pet you got in the house, will know there's something wrong with that person. Maybe it's not the right person for you. Trust your pets. Okay, if you all didn't see on the national news, in Indiana, Beech Grove, Indiana, we up around Indianapolis, Officer Brian D. Elliott was laid to rest today here in Indiana. He's a very nice police officer. Thunder over Louisville, people. That'll be around April. Thunder over Louisville. That's beginning of Kentucky Derby. They have fireworks. And I guess they are showing it on TV. I don't know. It's either ABC or something. I guess you all can see it from where you're all from. This is the guy, the Patriots thing, of the fireworks that they have thunder over in Louisville around April. Or I think it's in April they do that. It's one of the biggest fireworks they do. I know there's people from all over the world that comes to thunder over Louisville. There's people from Canada, all over Canada, UK, that comes over here to watch thunder over Louisville. So, thank you, nurse people, for the service. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to be on here tomorrow because I got to make that trip over to Louisville, Kentucky. I'm going to be wore out. I'm going to be in a grouchy mood. And it'll be a heck of a traffic jam. So I want to thank you all. Thank my moderators. Everybody was good tonight. So, you all have a great Monday or Tuesday morning, wherever you're at. My granddaughter, Beetle, I watched your video today. That was a good video you had. I gave you the thumbs up, my granddaughter. Keep up the good job that you're doing in your artwork. You're going to make it somewhere. And Joanne, glad to see you on here tonight. And people, you have a great day. If I'm not on here tomorrow, like I said, I don't think I'm going to be, because that's over 60, probably close to 60 to 80 miles round trip. And I'm going to be wore out. So thank you all, for being on here. Thank you all for giving me the thumbs up. I'm going to be careful because, when I was young, I would drive like a maniac too. But since I'm old, I watch out for everything because people don't pay attention. Especially a big city like Louisville, Kentucky, they drive me up a wall. So I want to thank you all. God bless you all. Thank all your nurses for your service. Peace, everybody. I catch you later.